In 1970, a hiker in Norway found a woman's body burned beyond recognition in a remote valley. Her fingerprints had been filed off. Every label had been cut from her clothes. Police eventually found suitcases packed with disguises, coded notes, and passports under at least 8 different fake names. Over 50 years later, nobody knows who she really was. On November 29, 1970, a father and his 2 daughters were out for a hike in Isdal Woman, a valley just outside Bergen, Norway, whose name literally translates to Ice Valley. Tucked among the rocks, they found the badly burned body of a woman. Nearby lay an empty bottle of liqueur, a passport-sized photo that had melted beyond recognition, some jewelry and rubber boots. Investigators noted something odd immediately. Her fingertips had been deliberately damaged, making fingerprinting impossible. All identifying tags had been carefully removed from her clothing. This wasn't the scene of an accident. Someone had gone to extraordinary lengths to make sure this woman could never be identified. Police traced the woman to a train station locker, where they found 2 suitcases matching items she'd checked in days earlier. Inside was a wardrobe of wigs, sunglasses, and clothing suited for wildly different climates. As if she'd been prepared to disappear into any country on short notice. There was also a notebook filled with coded handwriting, combinations of letters and numbers that no cryptographer has ever fully cracked. Hotel staff who had seen her described a well-dressed, multilingual woman who paid in cash, constantly changed rooms, and used a different name and passport at nearly every stop. Investigators found she had checked into hotels under at least 8 separate false identities in the weeks before her death. The case exploded into a media sensation across Norway. She became known as the Isdal Woman, a woman with dozens of names but no true identity. Witnesses recalled seeing her in the days before her death, some claiming she appeared frightened, glancing over her shoulder, changing her plans abruptly. Dental records showed extensive, expensive dental work, inconsistent with typical Norwegian or even Western European treatment at the time, suggesting she may have grown up in Eastern Europe. Her clothing had labels removed, but forensic analysis of the fabric traced manufacturing origins to several different countries: Germany, France, Belgium, deepening the sense that this woman had crossed borders many times, likely under many names for years. Why would a woman go to such extreme lengths to hide her identity, and who would want her dead? The most persistent theory is that she was a Cold War-era spy. 1970 sat squarely in the middle of the Cold War, and Bergen, with its coastal access and proximity to NATO military installations, was considered a location of real intelligence interest. Some researchers believe she was conducting surveillance and was killed after being discovered, either by a rival agency or her own handlers. Others have proposed more mundane explanations: a private detective, a con artist, or someone fleeing a personal danger unrelated to espionage. Official investigators at the time controversially ruled her death as suicide, despite the extraordinary effort someone had made to erase her identity. A conclusion many researchers and journalists still find difficult to accept. For decades, the case went cold. Then, in the 2010s, researchers used modern isotope analysis on her teeth and bones, which can reveal where a person spent their childhood based on the chemical signatures absorbed from local food and water. The results suggested she had likely grown up in Central Europe, possibly the border regions of France and Germany. In 2016, a documentary team also managed to extract a partial DNA profile. It narrowed the possibilities, but as of now, her identity has still never been officially confirmed, and no family has ever come forward to claim her. The Isdal woman was buried in an unmarked grave, given a name only investigators used, and a headstone with no identity at all. To this day, no one knows who she truly was, why she carried 8 different names, or who wanted her erased so completely. Was she a spy caught in the middle of a Cold War operation, or something else entirely? So here's the question for you. Who do you think the Isdal woman really was? Let me know your theory in the comments below.